Hello, I'm Ann Keeler Evans. The priestess and peacemaker is in with a reading on the dark of the moon using the Major Arcana deck from my Peacemaker's Tarot for the 21st century. Each night, I draw one card asking us to think differently about furthering our journey on the peace path. Night 1 is the final night of the moon just completed. We exhale the burden of those things it is time to release. Night 2, I celebrate as the complete absence of the moon's light invites us to ruminate on the wisdom of that night's draw. Night 3 is our opportunity to recommit to the moon ahead. Following these 3 readings, I offer a consolidation reading, reviewing the arc and possibilities of these 3 cards. How will you adjust your course from this reading?
Good evening and happy Halloween. And this is as dressy as I get for Halloween. Witches actually wear clothing that looks a lot like everybody else's clothing. But this is a fabulous time for Halloween to happen on the last night of the Hunter Moon and the last night of the season that I call the season of simple gratitude. Tomorrow we'll start the season of the ancestors, which is important to start in the dark and respectful time. As we finish up the Hunter Moon, as we move in all of this time of confusion in our nation, as decisions are made and we move into those last weeks before the election, it's important to consider how we will think about this time. And the releasing card that came out for this last night of that moon is love. It's an interesting card. I'm very looking forward to what comes up next for how we move into this next season. But what does love say with my Peacemaker cards? You are not an isolated individual. You are being in relationship. Love is the healthiest and strongest tie that binds us together. Love offers us protection, relationship, and being known for who we are. It requires sustenance and learning to love back. It requires being willing to lose that love to gain a deeper one. Notice, seek treasures that gain worth and beauty as they are shared. Peace is based in love. Peacemaking is an act of love. And there are 2 kinds of love it wants us to work on, which are intimacy. Where did we learn about intimacy? From whom? We must challenge ourselves to deliberately expose our hearts, not foolishly, but knowing that you have the gift of loving and knowing a person or a project intimately. And the other side of it is honesty. This is a hard word. What do you feel? What do you believe? How do you stand for those things in these times? Do you allow yourselves to share them with the world? Your honesty with yourself and the world is your touchstone for change. And I always have to read the cards. Some of you may know I've had a brain injury and I don't remember things anymore. And I certainly can't memorize meanings of cards. But as I was reading it, I thought, oh, that's why we're releasing love. We're releasing the work we're doing on love. To share with the world, to open into the world, because the world so needs what we have to offer. These are hard times that are ahead of us. And our work as peacemakers is being lovers of the world, of ourselves first and foremost, of all we are given. We are made in the image of the divine. It's one of my favorite images about the divine relationship. And we are also then called to be that loving relationship in the world. And so they are. Happy Halloween. I hope you didn't eat too much candy. I'll be sitting quietly with my candles tonight. But I will be thinking of you.
Find out more about me at AnnKeelerEvans.org. Support me at patreon.com, Ann Keeler Evans. Following the moon is a lovely way to measure and celebrate life's beauty and bounty. Please join me. Salam, shalom, peace, and blessed be.